got home last night and I parked the car and I was just gonna restart it just to pull it back a little bit, and it won't start. Either the relay went bad or the starter's bad, which sucks because I'm selling it now. I have to dump more money into it before I sell it. These things are ridiculous. Alright, let's see if anything changed. Maybe it'll start today. Nothing. I got the relay, I doubt this is gonna fix the issue, but this is one thing most people replace when they have starter issues, and some people find out that this was bad, but the relay I took out didn't smell like it burned or anything. But we're gonna see. All right, how does this go? It can't be that easy, y'all.
Thanks for using the Wi-Fi-cam. Please use them.
Nope. I ain't get that lucky, y'all. Okay, this is probably the worst time to be working on my car, but I have a busy schedule and it feels okay out here right now with layers on. But we're gonna start by breaking down everything. So I tried the relay, that didn't work. There's a new battery, so that can't be it, and I tested it so it's at full voltage. And I also tested out the module in the back, which I still did not get it start with the car. So next I'm gonna start, I'm gonna check if I have any power going to the starter, and by ripping all this up front out first, and then I'm gonna test it with a voltmeter. I've never done this before, so I'm just going off of what I've seen online. Of course, I have the biggest gloves on right now because it's the only one I could find. Thing is gigantic and thick, so hard to work with. I would rather work with my bare hands because it's just hard to feel the bolts right now. All right, so we're gonna take this off. Tonight, I'm just gonna test the starter from the front, and then I'm just gonna test it from the front and pretty much close the hood out, and I guess whatever I find out tonight will determine if I order the starter tonight or not. And I've already lost the socket that I was using. Honestly, the way people took out that starter, it was pretty easy. You just have to replace the gasket. And there were some guys that didn't even replace the gaskets, and they did fine. But the website that I'm buying this off of, it comes with replacement gaskets anyway, so I might as well install it while it's out. Yeah, you guys, I had to take my gloves off because there's no way I'm working with my gloves. All right, we got this cover off. Come on, baby. All right, so we got this cover off, and we are looking for a white wire, and that's what goes to the starter. All right, I went inside and tried to figure this out a little bit more, but it just has so much different options on this meter that I don't know what to pick. So I'm just gonna turn it on and leave it exactly where it is. His read 0, so I'm not sure if mine's supposed to read the same thing. All right, let's try to start this up. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. 14.2. All right, I think I'm gonna do more research, you guys, because just to figure out how to use this voltmeter. Okay guys, I decided to give it one more time. Instead of keeping it at the setting I had before, I decided to go to this DCV. And we're gonna see what it goes up to. You can hear something. Come on. I know it did start at 0, and then once the car attempted to start, it did go up to, I think it was like 14.2. All right guys, it is day 2 to prepping this car for the new starter. I ordered it last night. I also upgraded to express shipping, so it should be here Tuesday. When I tell you something always goes wrong with this car, it started with the starter. I come out this morning to pop the hood, and the hood latch breaks on me. I was like, you can't be kidding me. It's like one thing after another, so I can't wait until I get everything fixed so I can literally get rid of this car.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
You know, I've seriously been having the worst luck ever. I just need to slow down and get shit done slow, because that plastic piece, I'll show you guys on the last clip, literally almost poked my eye out. I think I just bust a blood vessel in my eye. If you see my eye black and blue the next day, that's what happened, because that thing hit my eye really hard. Mass sensor that monitors the intake flow, the airflow. And then I'm gonna just take this straight from here. Got that off. When you guys take your car in to have work done, this is what they charge you on. It's not just the actual main repair they're doing. They have to get through all these little things to get to the repair, and that's what costs the most, you know. Take this cover off. Most times people just want someone to do for them, you know. All right, y'all probably can't see, but the car has braces. These braces need to come off, and they require a special tool, which I already have, because when I first bought this car, I started doing work on it. And you know how you have these luxury cars, they like to be different and have different freaking bolts that isn't usually at the stores. So all right, so now we got the brace off. Oh my goodness, y'all. Absolutely no way I'm getting to that. I had to take a break because my phone died. But you guys follow me on my Instagram know I got this big chunk of finger that I'm missing from work. So it's taking me longer because my finger hurts using it. I also end up losing my tool that's in the under carrier right now that I can't get to. So we have a intake manifolds off. Let me adjust my camera here. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a quits. It's just way too dark. I can't see nothing, even with this light, you know, with one spotlight and not actually in a garage that's full lit up 360. You know, you get shadows and you can't really see anything. So I'm gonna leave it here, and I guess I'm gonna figure out if I actually want to take off the whole entire intake manifold or not. to get to the starter. I mean, I got time. The starter's not here until Tuesday, but all right, this is the continuation of me installing this battery. Had to stop at Harbor Freight to get one of these paper thin ratchets, and let's hope I can get this socket in there, because it is a tight squeeze to remove the starter. My box is all ripped up, so hopefully my starter is still in there. So let's get to it. Never used one of these, so I don't know how to get it to spin the other way. Okay, I figured it out. You just switch it on over. You just push it. We got it loosened. A good sign. I should wear my gloves because my hands are getting effed up. Look at this. Screw dug right into my forearm. Definitely was like very, very tight squeeze in there. All right, before I take the power source off of that starter, I want to make sure that I have my battery unplugged just in case I short something out. All right, now the car doesn't have no power, so what I'm gonna do is leave this glove here so I don't lock myself out the trunk. Yeah, that is definitely not no 10mm. There's a guy that did this all without taking the intake manifold off. Like, he literally filmed it and got it done within like 40 minutes. The only difference is I noticed his arms are long. My arms are short and thick, so it's hard to get in those crevices without literally gouging your forearm. Or I should be wearing a long sleeve. But you know what? Good idea. I'm about to go in the house, get a long sleeve, and not only that, find more extensions. Ah! You motherfucker! I got my hot pants on. I'm gonna wear the same outfit to the gym tonight because I don't care. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, I could not find the Bosch brand on this Euro FCP website. Usually they have Bosch. I don't know why I couldn't find it. So new aluminum bolts. You get the manifold gaskets that come with it, which I hope those are right, because they don't look like the same ones I have on the manifold now. And that's the first thing you want to do. Make sure you got the right one before you install it. The starter is made in Hungary. They look the same. I'm gonna install this right now while I have the time. I think I got an hour to spare before I head into work. Yeah, look at my old starter. There's a hole right here. I'm not sure if that's from me. I don't know how I would be able to do that, but yeah, this starter was bad. What I'm gonna do today is just bolt up the starter and just plug back in the power source, and then just close the hood and finish everything tomorrow because I gotta get ready for work soon. So they say the back bolt is the hardest one, so I'm gonna go ahead and install that first with my hands. I need about 5 more inches on my arm so I could reach in there, because the guy that did this had long arms, so I can't hold the bolt properly. This bolt is so long, you guys. My neighbor's probably like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm literally laying on top of my engine right now. Alright, this one was challenging too, comparing to the other one. I see why they would take all this out, because it's like easier actually to work on it. Finished just in time because it's raining. All right, I'm getting ready to pick out the old intake gasket, and I tried everything. I tried a flathead screwdriver, I tried a knife, ended up cutting my other finger and nothing would work. And I looked online and I seen a guy doing his intake manifold, and he was using one of these things. I got this for like $4 at Harbor Freight. So you're probably gonna need one of these if you're gonna replace the gaskets on intake manifold. A lot of people didn't do it, but it came with the kit, so I might as well just replace it. All right, y'all, let's see if this tool works. You need to take out the intake manifold to replace the starter. You have to replace gaskets because you're in there already, so you might as well. And I was trying to get this out by hand, but it's like inside a groove, and I'm like, I can't get it out. They're not cracking or nothing, they're not bad, but I bought some carb cleaner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the surface just so the new gasket has something clean to it here too. All right, let's hope these gaskets go in smooth and I don't have to do any anything crazy here. It's nice that they go into an actual like slot. Let me show you guys. Like they go into an actual slot, so if you're struggling trying to mount the actual intake manifold, it's not gonna fall off like other designs I've seen. So it's nice that they sit flush like that. I think these have to be torqued down, so I want to make sure I find the specs before I torque them down, but everything's going good so far. Ooh, leaning over like this, your back be hurting. Because it's mainly like your actual legs on the front of the car, and then you're pretty much bent over doing kind of like a deadlift in a way. I'm afraid doing this new gasket and actually torquing it down to spec, I just don't want any type of intake manifold leak or vacuum leak, and that's when the car starts to idle high. All right, y'all, we got it in, and the biggest key is remembering how everything goes back. If you don't plug one thing back, something's not gonna run right. I'm posting this on TikTok and YouTube, so it's gonna be like, this is part 3 to this starter. It takes me longer than normal because obviously I'm working on this part-time because I have to work. All right, down to the last 2 extra measures. I don't know why I can't get the bottom in. There we go. All right, now we can put the I don't know what sensor this is. It's the intake sensor, throttle body sensor. So we're gonna hook up. This is the steering wheel pump, I believe. Might be wrong. Majority of stuff put back together. This is the moment of truth. All my hard work, God, I need someone to be on my side because there's too much things going on in my life. Just let this car to start. All right, let's see. Please, please, come on, start, baby. Yes! Yes!